Hi, and welcome to the fourth evening on my weekly series that I'm doing on sharing engaging music activities that you can use with your residents. I'm a couple of minutes early, I think, because I've been waiting all week to do this live for you. These activities that I'm going to share this evening are probably some of my favorite activities. Hi, Tracy. Hope you had a good week. I've been looking forward to these activities all week. Some of them I have shared in lives before, but I'm going to share them again because they fit the theme and they're fun, and like I said, I love them. So today's intervention or activity are games. Now, there are a variety of games that I use with the folks that I work with. When people think about music games, I would venture to guess that one of the first activities that comes to the minds of people is Name That Tune. I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember the old TV game show, Name That Tune. I used to watch it occasionally. I cannot remember, thank you. I cannot remember the host's name, but the premise of the game was you had two people competing against one another. And I don't remember if there were clues given to the song that they were going to play. But basically, they bid against one another to see how few notes they thought they could name the tune in. And so I do remember seeing it once where somebody got it down to saying, I can name that tune in one note. And honestly, he did it. Unbelievable. Okay, so unbelievable. So anyways, that's the old Name That Tune that I remember. Now, when I play you could do that with your residents if you wanted to. I've done Name That Tune in other variations as well, also depending on the level of ability of the residents that I'm working with. So sometimes I'll do Name That Tune as sort of a fill in the blank. So I'll say, let's do an example. Button up your, and then the residents would have to fill in the blank with overcoat. And then if they got it right, then we would sing the song. I have also done it where I just give sort of some trivia about the song, some verbal clues about the song to see if people can come up with the title of the song, and then we sing it. So Name That Tune is a popular one, but I want to share two other games this evening with you that I really enjoy doing. Now, I know that the residents in the facilities that I go into absolutely live and die for bingo. So it's just amazing to me how much these folks love this game. But I also know that many of you are tired of bingo, and many of you have to do bingo several times a week. And so figuring out maybe ways to adapt that, make it a little fresher, give them little different ideas. So I like to play music bingo with people. One of the ways, now again, depending on the level of functioning of the folks that I work with, I have done what is more like traditional bingo, and I've done it in music form. So if you can see this, you've got bingo going across the top, so you have your letters, you got your free space in the middle, and then this is themed to patriotic songs, and then I actually have the titles of the songs in each box. Now, there are different ways to play that game. Again, you could incorporate it with some Name That Tune. So I might, one of them, actually, I don't believe this was patriotic. I'm sorry, I saw red and blue and thought it was patriotic. It's not. It's red, white, and blue songs. So if I were playing this, one of the ways that I might play this is I might hum part of the tune or the chorus of a tune. They would have to name the tune and then find it on their bingo card. If you aren't able to carry a musical tune, you might play an excerpt from YouTube of the song and play bingo that way. Another way that I play bingo is I use, instead of putting the titles of the songs in the boxes, I do a smaller bingo table, and I use pictures. So I don't know how well you can see this, but example, this is a swan. So I theme, I always theme, you know, I like to theme. So this is olden days bingo. And so there is, I believe old is in the title of all of the songs. So I'm just going to sort of scan this a minute. So here's a flag, for example. So if you can think of a song about a flag with old in the title, put it in the comments for me. But I use pictures instead of the song titles. And I do this for just adaptation, but I also like the visual stimulation that this will give the folks that are playing this game. Each bingo card, or each set of bingo cards then, when I'm doing pictures, comes with a key. Now this is one of the activities that you can get if you join Elderberry Jams membership, which is my membership site for weekly step-by-step music activities. And this is just one of the games that you can get in that membership. But when I'm doing the picture bingos, each one will come with a key. So you don't have to try and guess what song I thought went with each. Old Wooden Cross. I believe that's on here, but not for the flag. But the middle one, yes, Tracy is right. So you'll see my middle one has a cross, and so the song I would be looking for would be the old rugged cross, not the old wooden cross. Old wood. For the flag, it's You're a Grand Old Flag. Okay, so that's another way that I play bingo. But I have to say, one of my most favorite games to play with residents is what I call Music Rebus. And a rebus is a puzzle where you take letters and parts of words and photographs, or I'm sorry, pictures, and you put them together to make words. Now, I have known about rebus for you did a great job, Tracy. I have known about rebus for a really long time because when I was in, I'll say grade school, I had a great aunt, and she was very creative and very artistic. And she would often write me thank you letters or letters for my birthday, and she would use this rebus formula. And so I still have one. I have one in my scrapbook, and I'm going to share it as best I can. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. I'm going to try if I can do this. But you can see, she said, "Dear Kathy," and she drew a deer. And then she wrote, for the word eye, she has an eyeball. And so you can see how she's combined words and pictures to write me a letter. And I'm going to read you the letter because I've always just loved that she would do this. So she wrote, "Dear Kathy, I am delighted." She put the letter D with a hyphen and then a picture of a lantern. "I am delighted with the Valentine you sent me. Thank you very much. The check you made me, I shall always keep. Much, much love and many thanks from Auntie Mill." Her name was Mildred, and so we called her Auntie Mill. And so she signed this with a picture of an ant, the capital letter E, and then a picture of a windmill for Aunt E. Mill. So I took that same concept and created what I call Music Rebus. And this has got to be my favorite game to play with folks. So I'm going to show you a couple different ones. Again, they come in various levels. I try to stagger them out depending on the functioning level of the residents that you're working with. And so depending on who you're working with, you may use more or less verbal cues with people. So here's the first one. And if you were looking at this, I want to know what song title this card would represent. So Tracy, I'm going to give you like a nanosecond to see if you can figure out what this song is, because you're on a roll. So what would this song title be? Okay, well, I'll move the process along a little bit. Okay, so there are obviously pictures of leaves, right? They're different colors, so they're not like the green leaves of summer. It would be autumn leaves. And so autumn leaves, this would be the song Autumn Leaves. So sometimes it's just one picture, right? One falling leaves. Okay, I like that too. Okay, so sometimes it can be as simple as one picture. Sometimes it can be two photographs. What do you think this one is? Let's see if I can get this in the middle of the camera. Okay, sometimes I have folks say World Angel. And then I'll say, do you know a song by the title of World Angel? And of course they'll say no. So I will verbally cue and help them along, and I'll ask them what's another word for world, and then we come up with earth, and so of course the song is Earth Angel. Good, Tracy, you're on fire, honey. Okay. Sometimes I can get more complicated. Now, when I do this kind of stuff, in a lot of my games, I have these red circles with slashes through them. And I tell people that whatever's in the middle of the red circle, I'm looking for the opposite of whatever's in there. So I would start with, what is the opposite of down? They would come up with up. So this would be button, up. Then I have a picture. Let's see if you can see this. The letter, I can't even do this right. Where's my hand going? The letter Y plus, what do you think that is? Good. Yes, it's an or. So then they would come up with Y plus or is y or your. So I've got button up your overcoat. Good. And then another example. Here's another one. And again, you might be able to just show this to your folks and they could come up with it. Some other groups I've done, I help them along. So we have be plus ring plus ing. So I tell them that's all one word. Be plus ring plus ing would be, they are. Yes. Okay. So actually, I'm not even going to tell you what this is because I'd like to have you guys play along, even if you're watching this later. So I'm going to leave this here for a minute. And in the comments, when you watch this, if you're watching this later when I'm not live, and tell me what you think this song is. So everything on the top line is one word. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that go, and I'm gonna let you guys figure that out and tell me in the comments what you think that song is. But that's got to be my favorite music game to play with folks. I just love it. It's easy to adapt depending on the needs of your residents, and it's a great mental stimulation. It's good visually for stimulation as well. Hold it back a bit. Okay, let me go back. Is that better? Okay, so you guys are going to tell me in the comments what you think this song is. But I like it because it's mentally challenging, it's visually stimulating, lots of nice, colored pictures, things like that. And it's a great game to use in a group because I always tell folks, you don't have to look at the card and know the entire song. If you can just pick one thing off the card that you recognize, okay? So I might be showing this. You're close, Tracy. And I might just say, tell me one thing you recognize. So they might recognize this as a B, or they might understand that this is a plus sign, or they can read the word in or in the. And so it can be tailored to everybody on whatever level they are on, because most folks can recognize something. But it's great for building for community and team building and things like that. And it's a great social activity. So that's got to be my favorite music game. And Music Rebus, again, is another game that I offer in the membership. And so membership doors, for you who do not know, membership doors, I'm reopening the membership doors on Black Friday. I'm going to have the doors open for 4 days, Black Friday through Cyber Monday. So I'm hitting both sort of post-Thanksgiving holidays. And so I'll open those doors for membership to come in and join our founding members who I've been working with for a few months now. So I will leave a link in the comment section where you can go to the membership page and you can learn more about it and you can join the wait list. And if you join the wait list before the doors open, I will send you a free activity that you can sort of try out and get going and see how your residents react. And I would love for you to come and join me in the membership. It's a lot of fun, and I love helping you help engage your residents. I just love working with older adults. I love helping them be their best selves and bringing out their creativity through music. And I really want to help you as my fellow elder care professional to do the same wherever you are. So I will put that link in the comments, and I hope that you will join me. Before I leave for this evening, it seems only appropriate. I've been singing or doing some kind of music activity that involved singing all week, so it just seems appropriate for me to end this one with a song as well. So I chose one for this time of year that I'm going to sing this evening. And this is Shine On Harvest Moon. And a few years ago, I thought it would be fun to go back and look at a lot of songs that were in the public domain that we have been singing, that I've been singing with my groups for years and years, and see what I realized is that some of the most popular songs that I sing with my folks are simply the choruses to a song, and these songs have wonderful, what's the word I want? Verses. Thank you. Sometimes it's Friday, right? I'm not thinking quite straight. They have, many of these songs have verses, and the verses have gotten lost, and everybody remembers the choruses, and the verses have been forgotten. And what's fun is that as I went back to learn all these verses, I learned the backstory to many of the songs that my residents would sing, one of them being Bicycle Built for Two. And I went back, and as I learned the verse for that song, you learn the whole storyline behind why she's on a bicycle built for two and how she's feeling about it. And so it's been a lot of fun. So Shine On Harvest Moon is an example of this. Everybody probably knows Shine on Harvest Moon, up in the sky. And the verses have gotten lost. So I'm going to do the verses and the well-known chorus for you, and I'm going to actually do it in a key I can sing, because what I just did for you was way too low. Okay, so if you know this song, I want you to sing along, even if you don't think you can carry a tune. Just open up those lungs and let's sing this together. So this is Shine On Harvest Moon. The night was mighty dark, so you could hardly see, for the moon refused to shine. A couple sitting underneath the willow tree, for love they pine. A little maid was kind of afraid of darkness, so she said, I think I'll go. The boy began to sigh, looked up in the sky, told the moon his little tale of woe. Here we go. Shine on, harvest moon, up in the sky. I ain't had no love since January, February, June, or July. It's no time, ain't no time to sit outdoors and spoon. So shine on, harvest moon, for being my gal. I can't see why a boy should sigh when by his side is the girl he loves so true. All he has to say is, won't you be my bride, for I love you. Why should I be telling you the secret when I know that you can get So there you are. I hope you enjoyed this evening's live. This has been my favorite one all week. If you missed any of the ones that I did earlier in the week, I would encourage you to go back. They're all posted here on my page. And if you know anybody who would be interested in the lives and the information that I've shared or the membership, please, I would encourage you to share all of this with them. Tell all your friends, because I want to help as many people as I possibly can, and I want to support my colleagues in elder care, because you're all doing a wonderful job, and we're all in this business because we love the residents and we want to improve their lives and help them be the best that they can be. And I know how underappreciated we all can be, and so that's another reason that I created the membership, is I just want to support you and help you do what you do best for all of those residents that we love. So for now, I'm going to go. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Okay, yeah, I hope you have a wonderful holiday as well. But for now, let's just I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for coming. Feel free to share this, and I will see you soon. Bye.